Black Myth Wukong, created by Game Science in 2024, is this company's first attempt at their first big AAA game. A boss rush game where you're a monkey with a big stick who gives people concussions. No, but seriously, the game is inspired by Journeys to the West, where a monk travels to India with 3 disciples. Zhu Bajing, who I hope I'm saying right, the pig who is honestly one of my favourite characters, and Xiao Wujing, who is weirdly enough not anywhere to be seen in this game, and of course the son Wukong, as they seek the Buddhist scriptures. The game is basically Game Science's fanfic, where instead of finding the Buddhist scrolls, it follows Wukong trying to find enlightenment.
This game had been hyped up for years, but it kept expectations low. Other releases like Lords of the Fallen disappointed me, but this game, apart from its few issues I'll get into soon, was so deserving of this hype. First off, let me say that this game looks absolutely stunning. The detail of the environments is insane, and it just shows how far you can push Unreal Engine 5. And I love the short animations after each chapter. The subtle storytelling is so well done, and snippets of lore along the way, which most of the time gave more questions than answers. This game sets itself apart from the rest of the Souls-likes. It's actually a disservice to classify as a Souls-like. It's so different in every way to any other game I've played, and in a way it all works. While it has shrines and healing goods similar to bonfires and Estus flasks, the combat is so fast paced and so refreshing compared to other similar genres where your attacks feel decades apart. Along with all the abilities and different staff styles, it makes it so everyone has a different playthrough, none ever the same. And I love how you can switch between staff stances mid-battle. This opens up so many possible combos which unlock special movesets. You can tell just how much love and effort went into the combat system. Bosses like Yellow Long and Erlang Shen almost made me punch my wall, to be honest. And in the end, I had to change my strategy and abilities to make a countermeasure. And that's what I love about this game, it gives you so many different playstyles for the situation. Along with the perfectly executed system of transformation, a great representation of some Wukong's transformation abilities, where you collect enemy souls and use them to transform mid-battle into an array of beasts, like the Yellow Long to the stupid Toad. While the learning curve is steep, it brought me immense joy when I died over and over against a boss, to then finally understand its mechanics, and finally beat it using the different combos and strategies that the game gives you. Off topic real quick, I'm pretty sure 70% Black Myth Wukong Steam sales were from China, and for most of them I'm pretty sure it would be their first experience with this type of game. Hopefully it gets them hooked into more games like this, and almost a year later I'm craving more games like Black Myth Wukong's combat system. I just can't explain how satisfying it is. The game isn't open world, but they give you enough side story and missions that the game actually feels semi-full. And these give you really good gear and upgrades that are definitely worth it. And most of these are lengthy as well, and I assume some of them were just part of the main story. Along with gear, doing these side quests can get you materials to craft medicines you can use mid-battle, giving you effects like increased charge or resistance to certain elements. Now I'm not going to say that this game is perfect in every way. This game's linear world vividly reminds me of Dark Souls in a way where it's a straight line from one boss to another. If you're a fan of boss rush games, you will love this, but I just wish there was a little bit more exploration you can do and not just have invisible walls everywhere. There's so many places where you think you can walk or jump up to, but end up hitting an invisible wall. It makes it confusing at times to figure out where you're supposed to go. While I love the combat system, after my second playthrough, the combat felt a little stale. Maybe asking for different staff styles to have different sets of abilities is pushing it, but all of them feel the same, all using the same 6-hit combo in the basic attack. And finally, my last complaint is that most basic enemies feel too easy. It's obvious that they focus more on the main bosses than the basic enemies you encounter, because most of the time, you won't even need a dodge, just hit them a few times and they're down. Overall, an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed myself playing this, and while the platinum is an ask to get, having to get every single seed obviously, I never felt bored playing this, and I recommend any Souls player to give this a try.